this video, we're going to be talking about portfolios and how to build a winning portfolio so you can get that next job or internship that you've always wanted in the creative industry. What's up, everybody? John here from WellFed. And if you don't already know, WellFed is a creative podcast and community where I talk to designers, illustrators, photographers, creative directors, and many more about their experiences and struggles in the creative industry. Go ahead and subscribe to this channel as we'll be making more videos just like this one on how you can build a successful career in the creative industry. Having a professional looking portfolio that represents who you are and what you can bring to the table will help you reach the right people and even potentially land you that next job or internship that you've been looking for. If you already have your portfolio website put together, or you have your work on something like Dribbble or Behance and you'd like some feedback on it, go ahead and comment below. I read all the comments and I'll leave you a few ideas on either what you're doing really well or maybe how you can improve it. So the first thing you're going to want to do when you start building your portfolio website is definitely check out the competition. Look for people in similar areas as you, whether it be logo design, photography, illustration, motion design, whatever it may be. Look at how they present the projects they've worked on, look at how they talk about themselves, and what content they put out there on social media. This is going to help inform the structure of your website and give you a good starting point for what you want to build into the next step. So the next piece in building your portfolio website is going to be style and simplicity. Your website should represent you in the best possible way, whether that be through design choices like colors, typography, big full bleed images, the quality of the work, or even if there's like a lot of cool funky interactions or things that happen when you hover over images. This should all help reflect your personality and speak to who you are as a person. While it's super important to make sure that your style and personality show through the website, it's also really key to make sure that your website is simple and easy to navigate. If people coming to your website aren't able to find out who you are, what you do, and the projects that you've worked on in the past, then chances are you're not going to have much luck getting that next job or internship or freelance project in the future. The next part in building your portfolio website is going to be selecting your work. Now this can be really tough, and I've been there before where I've had so many projects that I wanted to include them all, but ultimately you don't want to do that. The way I like to approach choosing the work that goes onto my website is by asking myself a few questions. What projects do I want more of, and which projects were the most fun or exciting to work on? By asking yourself these simple questions can help you attract more offers in this direction. So another piece in selecting the work that goes onto your website is the number of projects that you want to show. As a rule of thumb, don't forget to keep in mind quality over quantity. I usually recommend anywhere from 4 to 6 projects, no more or no less when you're first starting off. You want to make sure those first few projects are really well put together. They include a project description, lots of imagery and notes about what you did on the project, how you came up with the concept, and the overall solution for the project. Now, I just want to reiterate that the first few projects should be your absolute best. Anything that you didn't spend that much time on or doesn't have as much supporting imagery, just put those to the side. Just put them to the side. You can use those projects later on for another project or another client, but by including those into the portfolio, it could take away from our goal of attracting the work that excites us the most and that we want more of. Whew, that took me forever to record. Hit the like button for that one because that's going on like 8 minutes trying to get this piece. Okay, so the next part of this is going to be the tools that you use to actually build your portfolio website. Now, I'm not saying this is the end-all be-all list. There are a ton of platforms out there, but these are the ones that I've had best experience with and that I actually currently use today. First one I'm going to recommend is WordPress. This is a great choice to get you started fast. I've actually used it since I've graduated and I've never really had any problems with it. They provide you with a ton of options for free to personalize it and make it feel like your own, but you can also purchase upgrades. Some of the upgrades I would recommend checking out are Elementor and Simplice, and I'll go ahead and leave those links in the description below. The next one I'm going to recommend is Squarespace. Now, I actually don't use this because I just mentioned I use WordPress, but a ton of my friends use Squarespace, and this seems to be the choice platform for designers and creatives. Definitely worth checking out. I'll also leave a link to that in the description below as well. The next one I'm going to recommend is Wix. Now, I remember in school, a lot of people chose this one because they had a ton of templates to use and they're pretty easy to get up and running. I actually don't use this today, but I know that Wix as a platform has come a long way, so definitely check that one out. Link in the description. So with any of these tools, there are going to be a few rules that you're going to want to keep in mind when building your portfolio website. The first one is going to be making sure that your website is mobile friendly. Almost 60% of traffic is mobile right now, and it's only going to grow as the years go on. So making sure that your website looks good on mobile is really important. The next one is going to be the 3-second rule, and this is super important also. We want to make sure all the images on our website look great, but you also got to make sure that they load really quickly. If the images and projects don't load on your website, then we're gonna have a problem because people won't be able to see your work. Some really easy ways to avoid these problems are to make sure that the images on your website are not huge in file size. Now, I'm gonna leave 2 links in the description below for websites that I actually use to compress my images while also keeping the quality of the image intact. They're going to be tinypng.com and tinyjpeg.com. And again, those links are in the description below. Okay, so at this point, you should have all the pieces to build your portfolio website. But I know sometimes it can cost money to host a website or buy the domain and things like that. So don't worry, I got you covered here. So if you don't want to pay for hosting or purchase your domain through a service like GoDaddy, then you should consider hosting all of your work on a cloud service. Cloud services like Dropbox, Google Drive, or OneDrive all let you sign up for free accounts with plenty of space to host your work for your website. You should also think about putting your work on a social media profile. Platforms like Instagram, Behance, and LinkedIn are great because they allow you to connect with an audience and gain exposure. I actually know a ton of creatives that don't even send their websites anymore. They just send their Instagram profile because they already have all their work up there, and that is more than enough for people to understand what they do. Now, I want to make sure that I cover this because it's not always that you're going to have access to the internet. If you have a PDF of your work, make sure you have it downloaded or a physical copy of it. This way you don't miss out on any opportunities when you bump into someone and you need to show your work off. Another great option, just in case, is to actually have a physical copy of your portfolio. Now, this isn't something I see too many people doing, so I think it might be an opportunity to actually differentiate yourself. Websites like Blurb are a great budget-friendly option that allow you to print a book of your work for $30 and up. I know most people nowadays are using digital ways of showing their portfolio off by sending links and websites and things like that, but I think there's something cool about actually having a physical copy, and it's actually a nice break from looking at your screen all day, so definitely consider it. Making sure to represent your style, personality, and to keep it simple will help you stand out and build a winning portfolio website. We covered some great tools to get you started building your portfolio and also some options just in case you're not near a computer or have access to the internet. If you already have a portfolio website, that is great. You're in an awesome place. But if you want feedback on it, go ahead and comment below and I'll make sure to message you some ideas on how you can improve it or what you're already doing really well. Make sure you hit that like button as it really helps with the YouTube algorithm and allows more creatives just like yourself to see this video. That's it for this video. You can find out more about WellFed and the podcast at wellfedpodcast.com. Make sure you subscribe and we'll see you in the next video.